Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Congregation Beth Israel in Houston. Live streaming is here for you. I'm delighted that we can share the Shabbat together, sharing beautiful prayers, inspiring music, and an important message. As the week continues and Shabbat begins, please accept my very best wishes for good health, much life, and greater peace. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Good Shabbos to each of you, and Happy New Year to you as well. It's wonderful, after some holiday time off with family and friends, to return to a familiar place and to feel welcomed in this Gordon Chapel, where all of us find in the presence of God and family and friends all that we need to sustain and nourish us, not only at the end of a week, but also with great anticipation for a week to come. Our music and prayers, familiar to many of us, help us to feel connected again to the gratitude we feel for the time we've reached, and also the hope that we need to overcome many of the challenges we've also encountered. Tonight, I'm delighted that Rabbi Scott is our cantor, while our cantor is on vacation. And so we'd love to invite you to join us first in a nigun, a song without words, easy for all of us to sing together as we begin.
La Sing out to God, the maker of all, sure and strong. Let all of creation from mountain to sea hear our song. In all of God's light, we rejoice. So now let us listen with all of our hearts to hear God's
Beautiful music brings us together. So now we can turn our attention to the Sabbath lights as we invite Rabbi Scott to lead us in the blessing on page 2 and 3.
Together on page 3. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
We continue on page 28 as we rise now for our call to worship Baruch Hu. Page 31, together. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars, creator of the tide of time and light. You guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamariv Aravim. Page 33, together. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Vaed.
Page 36.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom halvavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'aderech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha Ukshartam lehot al yadecha ve'ayu letotavot b'neinecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman dizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem gedoshim le'Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiot lachem le'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Page 37, together. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work. Whether you are tired or you are rested, let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. Page 39, responsively. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot.
That wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness.
That there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together.
Yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Page 43. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, את השבת לעשות, את השבת לדורותם, לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. וביום השביעי שבת, שקראי וינבש. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם.
Together, the people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from work and was refreshed.
Hatfilah begins on pages 46 and 48. Please rise.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei HaKol, Vezocher Chasdei Avot ve'imahot, ומביא גאולה לפני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך חוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה.
Page 51, responsively. We pray that we might know before whom we stand, the power whose gift is life, who quickens those who have forgotten how to live.
We pray for the winds to disperse the choking air of sadness, for cleansing rains to make parched hopes flower, and to give all of us the strength to rise up toward the sun.
We pray for love to encompass us for no other reason save that we are human, for love through which we may all blossom into persons who have gained power over our own lives.
We pray to stand upright, we fallen, to be healed, we sufferers. We pray to break the bonds that keep us from the world of beauty. We pray for opened eyes, we who are blind to our own authentic selves.
We pray that we may walk in the garden of a purposeful life, our own powers in touch with the power of the world.
Praise
be the God whose gift is life, whose cleansing range let parched men and women flower toward the sun. Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalalu chasela. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el ha'kadosh. Please be seated. Page 55. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Page 57 together. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha bira na'avod. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulcha na'eh lehodot. Page 60 together. Grant abundant peace to Israel, your people, forever. For you are the sovereign God of all peace. May it be pleasing to you to bless your people Israel in every season and moment with your peace. Blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace.
Shalom Rav, Al Yisrael Amcha ve'al kol Yoshvei Tevel. Shalom Rav, Al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech Adon ישראל עמך ועל כל יושבי תבל. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה לשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך ועל כל יושבי תבל. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
We take a moment now for silent prayer.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו
We turn now to page 253 as we take a moment as a community to think of those who are in need of a refuah shlema, a complete and speedy healing of mind, of body, and of spirit. Tonight in particular, we are thinking of Susan Pye, Jeffrey Feinstein, Brenna Rausch, Arthur Hamburger, and Shoshana Bat Mordechai.
New Year's Day has just passed, and many of us made resolutions. And so often those resolutions are huge promises to undo a lifetime of challenges. Some of us resolve to get fit or break bad habits even after years of making the same promises and doing so little about them. We might be more successful if we resolve to undo small challenges, but we've been taught to be exceptional. So we challenge ourselves with such large tasks and fail at them miserably. It becomes an annual achievement. But all cynicism aside, our best next step comes from Torah, where we learn from the dilemma faced by the Israelites in Egypt. For even after God outlined all that God had done for them, and how God was prepared to bring the Israelite people out of Egyptian bondage to a land of freedom, the people were unresolved themselves to be freed. The Torah tells us their spirits were crushed by cruel bondage. They lost all hope. They failed because after more than 400 years of slavery, their spirits were crushed, literally cut off. The Hebrew word of the Torah is kotzer. It shares a root with the Hebrew word ketz, and they both mean cut off. The word is also onomatopoetic because it sounds like the thing that it describes, ketz. It sounds harsh and crushing, and it is. In rabbinical literature, the rabbis read this particular verse in the Torah with the words of the prophet Ezekiel. In chapter 20, we read, kitsu, the same word. It means cast away or cut off the detestable things of your eyes, and don't defile yourselves with the idols of Egypt. Ezekiel admonished the people to cut off the things that defile them. It was as true for the Israelites in the time of Moses as it was for them in the time of Ezekiel. But the real heaviness of their spirit went even deeper. Rabbinical literature continues to ask the question, from where does this crushing, cutting off feeling and pain originate? They taught by way of a proverb. There's no benefit from acacia wood except when it is ketz, cut down. And they likened acacia wood to Pharaoh. Pharaoh is likened to acacia wood because both are strong and sturdy, and both are of benefit to us only if they're cut off and cut down. Pharaoh is the source of their kotzer, of their ketz. It wasn't because they couldn't overcome it. It's because it originated outside of them in Pharaoh. Pharaoh is the source of the Israelites' suffering, and Pharaoh must be cut down. Then the Israelites can go free. And what do we read immediately following the verse in Torah that tells us their spirits were crushed? God said to Moses, "Now go speak to Pharaoh." It was a setup. It was a cue to Moses that now is the reason that we have to go into Pharaoh. I could have released them. I could have redeemed them from slavery easily. But the source of their kotzer, the source of their being cut off from that possibility, laid in Pharaoh. Our resolutions to overcome our challenges are far lighter than the Israelites' 430 years of Egyptian bondage. But they might as well be the same, because our challenges loom heavily over us too. And as it was for them, our challenges crush our spirits and immobilize us from overcoming them. Is there anything we can learn from Ezekiel? Well, of course there is. First, it's critical to understand from these texts that the Israelites themselves were not the ones who were cut down. Their crushed spirit, depression, hopelessness was not resolved by acts of self-destruction. Rather, it was especially at this moment of depression and hopelessness that God heard their cries, says Torah, and God responded to their pleas. Second, Ezekiel teaches us that in addition to hope in God's presence, we must cut off the thing that defiles us and prevents us from keeping our resolutions. For example, in neighborhoods where young men especially are challenged by gangs and few alternatives to escape them, there's a vicious cycle of codependency and intimidation that prevents such young men from improving their situations. But where alternative programs such as sports or music or even art can offer a better after-school or weekend activity, vulnerable young men are able to cut off bad influences. In their places, they find positive role models and even special mentors, and they begin to build personal goals for a much brighter future. Their crushed spirit wasn't their fault, but the solution requires a new way forward and faith to pursue it. The same can be true for us, that we aren't young men who are troubled by gangs, thank God. We have our own demons and obstacles. I remember a visitor who told me about the relationship she had with a brother who for so many years was codependent, in and out of jail, always asking for money, and rarely able to support himself meaningfully. His sister was now older and exhausted from the whole matter. But drawing from this Torah portion and the prophet Ezekiel, my advice to her was, ketz, cut off the matter that defiled your life and which wasn't helping him find his way either. Without indifference to his troubles, she agreed to listen to him and then to direct him to professional resources for emotional, medical, and financial support. I urged her to believe that she wasn't violating a family obligation and she wasn't failing to be her brother's keeper. Not when she directed him to real sources of enduring help for his chronic needs. Her reaction was predictable. She was relieved. She felt redeemed from the bondage that held her back. In effect, she cut off the defiling part of their relationship that crushed her spirit. Now, what do we do about getting fit and losing weight? Ezekiel's advice is perfect, But let's reread his instructions for a 2019 audience. He might have said to us, throw away those delicious cookies, that ice cream, those fat sources that catch your eyes, and don't defile yourselves with idols of modern indulgences. It sounds so biblical, but improving our lives still works the same way as it did before. There's no resolution in self-destruction. There's only hope and faith that new choices and lifestyles can lead us out of our rut or our misery and onto a path of good health and well-being. It's never too late. After 430 years of Egyptian bondage, it wasn't too late for the Israelite people. It isn't too late for us either. So let's make a list of detestable things that need to be cut off, like acacia wood, which is beautiful and durable and only serves a purpose when it's cut down and repurposed. Let's find the durable and detestable influences in our lives. Let's take possession of them and transform them into something useful and productive. It begins with you and me. It's followed up by faith in the larger purpose for our lives. We all find that larger purpose at different times in our life. Some find it earlier, some find it later than others, but it's there for everybody. You'll know you found it when a sense of deeper meaning washes over you, when meaning gives way to greater happiness, and when greater happiness gives way to enduring peace. Ken Yehi Ratzon. May it be God's will for you and for me in this secular new year. Amen. In our prayer book, we turn to the bottom of page 282 and 287 as we rise now for Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tet gedula leotzer breshit, shelo asanu kiguye haratzot, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Page 294. We take this time now to call to heart and mind those dear ones who departed this earth and enter the peace of life eternal. Lovingly remember Bernice Schnur. And we add the names of those, the anniversary of whose death is observed this Shabbat. In the Gordon Chapel, we invite you to stand in your place if you wish, as the name of your loved one is called aloud, after which we'll all stand as we are invited to recite the words of Kaddish. Lovingly we remember Harriet Goldstein, Leah Jacobson, Morris Lichtenstein, Sanford Lukes, Richard Lutz, Jay Rosenblum, Ruth Winter, Mark Sporod, Henry Aaron Kranz, Ray Finnerman, Irene Goldstein, Zelda Green, Harry Kaplan, Lillian Mills, Jean Moore, Yoash Arbskaya, Adolph B. H. Simon, Lauren Tritter, Lillian Ziebenberg, Alvin Bass, Florence Benzuli, Gertrude Black, Nathan Chapman, Harry Follader, Rebecca Germano, Abe Hauser, Florence Hauser, Robert Hauser, Louis Hockman, Rose Hockman, Louis Kaplan, Celia Kless, Batya Kogan, Pinchas Kogan, Regina Comorn, Shlomo Comorn, Norman Leinkram, Alex Nathan, Ann Raffi, Ronnie Schneider, Leah Sharbsky, Abraham Shaw, Stephen Strauss, Abraham Tepper, Edith Turberville, Gertrude Weiss, Isidore Weiss, Esther Auerbach, Eugene Bregman, Ernestine Gaber, Seymour Hanfling, Hermia Howell, Irma Lehman, Bertha Lusky, Carrie Marcus, Francis Blotsky, Henry Sandhouse, Joe Silber, Miriam Soltz, Fred Strauss, Paul Walensky, Alan Zenger, Homer Adler, Aline Anhalt, Marcia Burke, Richard Germain, Howard Greenberg, Burl Harburg, I.B. Maltz, Benjamin Markoff, Francis Novi, Edwin McMurner, Samuel Altman, Moisey Berliner, Gail Boone, Alan Brooks, Milton Dunn, Jacob Ephraim, Ida Farbstein, Millie Freeman, David Hammer, Max Layden Sr., Saul Markel, Adolph Orkin, Lucille Stern, Annie Tischler, Alfred Aaron, Augusta Herman, Myrna Khan, Anita Magidson, Fred Neefield, Ronald Rathjen, Jan Schiff, Sterling Zindler, Frank Burke, Phyllis Maltz, Ruth Grease, Lynn Greenberg, Eva Weinblatt, Harry Weinblatt, Mayor Newfield. In their memory and in their honor, let us all rise as we join in reciting the words of Kaddish. Yitkadav v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'yamad yivrachute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon v'yamechon b'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, b'gala v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam v'lamei amaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitjomam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei d'gudesha brichu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, amiram b'yamav v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, Hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to those who mourn and comfort to all the bereaved among us, as together we say, amen. In our prayer books, we turn to page 5 as we invite Rabbi Scott to lead us now in Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, Ve'ahava uratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lemasei bereshit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh, zecher letziad Mitzrayim, Ivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol achim v'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava uratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Oh.
Shabbat Shalom, Happy New Year. My name's Deborah Brooks, and I have the privilege of serving as a Vice President of Beth Israel's Board of Trustees. Tonight, Cantor Trumpeter is celebrating Shabbat at home. On January 12th, we'll be hosting a Kids Meal 5K event to make 5,000 lunches for preschool-age children. Please visit our website for more information and to register online. See Rabbi Foster with any questions. Mark your calendars for MLK Shabbat on January 18th, which will feature cantor trumpeter and our clergy team, who will be joined by International Voices Houston, a multicultural choir directed by our own music director, Mark Vogel. This promises to be a meaningful and collaborative musical service you will not want to miss. Registration is now open to join the Temple's delegation to the APAC Policy Conference in Washington, D.C. on March 24th through 26th. Please see David Scott with any questions about APAC and how to register for the conference. During tonight's Oneg, Nicole Gibson and I look forward to welcoming you to Congregation Beth Israel. Please join us in Wolf Tumim Hall following services. Shabbat Shalom.
This evening we'll conclude our service as we join with Rabbi Scott to sing Oseh Shalom. The words can be found on page 343 if you need them. Please rise and join us in singing. Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, our God and God of our ancestors, in your presence may we find your teachings guiding us to fill each day with mitzvot for the sake of greater life, deeper joy, and lasting peace. Amen. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining us at Congregation Beth Israel in Houston. Sharing Shabbat with you is so meaningful to us. Let's join together again very soon. My very best wishes to you for a good week. Shabbat Shalom.